god, I got so much eyeshadow in my eye. This is so difficult. Honestly, this is the hardest part. Hey humans, welcome back to my channel. It is Emma. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have a little chatty get ready with me type video for a flight that I'm taking. So if you would like to see how I got this look, just keep on watching. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel before you leave. Leave me a comment below on what you would like to see in the future or any tips that you have on me improving my channels for you guys. Also, please give this video a thumbs up so that I know you like this kind of video. Let's jump right in. Alright guys, so jumping in, I'm just going to kind of hang out with you guys and get ready. I leave with Spencer tonight at about 10:30 and we are heading to North Carolina to see my grandpa, and then we leave from North Carolina to Vegas to see his kids for the first time, so it's going to be a super exciting trip and I have to get ready at some point. So it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon and we have finally gotten ready, so I'm going to show you guys how I get ready. Starting off, I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. Pretty much the foundation part of this is going to be the same that you guys have already seen, but you've never gotten ready with me, so here we go. Now that my skin's moisturized, I'm going to use a primer. It's a new primer I got from work. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I work at Ulta, and whenever you do something good, they give you free things. So I got the Becca Velvet Blurring Primer that I'm going to use. It's kind of weird because it's super liquidy. It shot all over me. Anyway, it's very liquidy. And kind of weird, but it's nice. It's not tacky at all though. So I do go over it with another primer, but it does make my skin feel good and soft. And I probably use way too much of it all the time because I use too much of everything. But it's okay. If you guys have ever been to Vegas, this is my first time ever to Vegas. So we don't have a ton of time just to like do fun stuff besides hanging out with the kids. But we have a couple of nights where we get to do some things. So if you guys have any suggestions of things to do in Vegas, please comment below and let me know, because we have no idea what we're doing, except for that we are doing Vegas things. Now that I've used the Becca primer, my skin is all smooth. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Radiance Primer, just a little bit, and just put it on the higher points of my face to make sure everything looks good and moisturized. And also I feel like this one sticks your makeup on just a little bit better than the Becca one does. And considering we're flying throughout the night, and then getting to North Carolina at about 8 a.m. to meet my grandpa, this makeup is probably going to be on way too long, unless I get bored on the plane and decide to redo my makeup, which is very possible. But I'm just going to even all of the primer out with a beauty blender. But yeah, this makeup's going to be on a while, so I want to make sure it stays on and all of that. Then I'm going to take my MAC Studio Fix fluid, do the same thing y'all know I do. We're just blending out the foundation with our beauty blender. Pretty standard. I don't think I could ever do my foundation with anything but a sponge now. Also, I just want to apologize if in all of my videos you hear my cats beeping below me and messing with things. They really, really like camera equipment. So when Ziggs sees the tripod, he immediately freaks out and starts shaking our camera. Yeah, I don't really know what that's about, but if anyone else does any kind of filming or anything like that at their house, and their cats do the same thing, please let me know so that I don't feel like I'm so crazy. But make sure that, especially me wearing my hair up today, I want to make sure that that's blended all around my neck. Ow! My braid's stuck in my crystals. Yeah, you don't want your ears or back of your neck or anything to be a different color. Ha! Did you hear that? Once that is all smooth, I'm going to use my Shape Tape concealer And everyone's kept telling me in my foundation video that I use too much Shape Tape, and that's true. But I love it. And I want to cover up all of my insecurities. And I want to look as fake as possible, so here we are. I don't really know what to tell you, but there's no wrong or right way to do makeup. This is just me showing you guys how I do my makeup. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it. If you do your makeup a different way, show me and maybe I'll try it. Okay, let's rewind. There's a wrong way to do makeup. But if it makes you happy and it makes you feel more confident to go outside and you enjoy doing it, do whatever you want. No one can tell you how to be you. But if you come at me unblended and orange, I will probably say something to you. Because I care. And I'm a good person. Go back in with your blending sponge and highlight your face. And of course, if you have like blemishes and stuff you want to hide, you can use a Shape Tape as well for that. It's not like it's just to brighten your face. I just don't have any spots that I need to cover. I would recommend though how I'm using a really light color, like 2 shades lighter than my foundation. If you're covering dots and imperfections and things that aren't on the higher places of your face, use the right color for you so that it doesn't accentuate the parts you're trying to hide. Because that's not gonna be good. I'm so pale. Oh. Thank you guys so much for commenting on my last couple videos and telling me things you want to switch, or commenting on my social media and telling me different ways that would help you access my videos easier. I really appreciate that because I'm making this content for you guys and it's fun for me. But if it's not easy for you guys to access or you would rather see something else, please tell me and I will do that, because otherwise there's no point. So thank you guys for reaching out and being honest with me and all of the good things that you guys said about my last videos. It really meant a lot. Now, once you are all highlighted, we are going to bake because, like I said, this makeup's going to stay on a long time. So I'm going to use my Coty Airspun translucent powder. Go shake some out. I dumped it all over my table. Give this video a thumbs up if you use the Airspun powder and you spill it all over your table every time you use it. Because I do. So we're just going to coat our sponge with that, stick it underneath our eyes and anywhere else that might crease over the next, almost 24 hours. Probably a little bit over. Hopefully I'll be able to redo my makeup on the plane. But sometimes there's turbulence and that's not good. So again, just setting our creases. Once we have that, I go around the little creases of my nose because those crease the worst on me. So again, just setting our creases. Once we have that, I go around the little creases of my nose because those crease the worst on me. What? I already did my nose.
I know, but you can talk about it. Something to talk about. Just quit sounding so instructional. Just talk more casually.
And now, while we wait for my face to bake, I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Press Powder. Transparent, translucent. And then I'm going to use my big icing face brush, and I'm just going to stipple the rest of my face and set that foundation because I have super dry skin and there's no point in baking the rest of my face because I'll look like the creep. I'm going to take a little bit more of that powder, tap it on my eyelid, and then brush all of that loose powder away. So now that our face is completely blank, we're gonna add some color back in. I need to get some new bronzers and start playing around with them, but for now we're gonna use our Clinique bronzer still. I'm just gonna define our face. Sorry if the beginning of this video is really bland, but after this part, that's why I'm trying to get through it so fast, I have a new palette to try out with a highlighter, and I'm just really excited for you guys to see it. So I'm way more excited about that than doing my bronzer. But guys, we're almost there. My cat's sitting in a chair next to me licking her butt, so if you can hear her grunting, that's what's happening. You're welcome. So my brother was here last week from Texas visiting. No, I'm just gonna blend everything together. But he was here visiting from Texas, and he brought a couple of friends with him, and I truly, deeply believed I could convince him to do videos with me. Tried real hard. Didn't work. That's why you're not seeing any. So then I moved on to his friends, and they also wouldn't do it. So if you guys want to see a video with my brother whenever he comes back to Portland May 1st, comment below so I have something to show him, and it'll be great. Because I really just want to do a video with him, and he's not cooperating. So I need you guys to help me out. Alrighty. So now we're gonna try out the highlighter from this palette. So the palette I'm so excited about is the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. And this palette was $18? This was $18, okay? Now before I open it and show it to you, let me just explain to you what a good freaking deal that is, okay? This has 25 eyeshadows in it and a full highlighter, okay? So let's open this guy up and show you. Take the little cover out. So it has a nice little mirror. It's not as big as it should be, but it's fine. I don't want to blind you guys though. But can we just look at this palette? Oh my god. Oh my god. So we ordered this like 2 weeks ago probably, because I saw it on that Taylor's channel, which I will link her below so you guys can go check her out. She is super great. She's from Seattle and I love her videos, and yeah. But I saw her talking about this, so I went and ordered it. It took about 2 weeks to get here. I've been checking the mail every single day. Yesterday it finally got here. I opened the mail like a 5-year-old, ran inside, opened it up, and immediately played with it. So there's tons of looks in here that I can do that I can't do with a lot of my other palettes. I don't really have other greens or purples, blues, anything like that. So I'm not getting super bright with today's look just because I'm going to be wearing it for so long. I'm going to be in an airport and all of that. But if you guys want to see a video with any of those, comment down below. Do you want to see a green, a blue, a purple look? What do you want to see? I will show you because I'm really excited to do some crazy things with this. Today I'm going to start with the highlighter here in the middle of the palette. It doesn't have a name. So it's the highlighter. And I'm going to take my Royal & Langnickel angled brush, and I'm just going to dab into there, and let's see what happens. That looks pretty on my hand when I swatched it. And I put it on last night above another highlighter, so I couldn't really tell already, but I mean, that's nice. It's good. I feel like anything really for this price is good, because how in the world for $18 do you get a full-size highlighter pretty much in 25 shots? So I don't know if you guys can see or not, but there is the highlighter. We're going to do the same thing on the other cheek. I'm going to use this as kind of like my base highlighter today. I don't know if you guys do this or not, but I usually will do one color as my base and put it everywhere, and then I will spray some setting spray after I do my blush and all of that, and then I kind of pack some more onto my cheekbones, so I'm going to do that with an Ofra color. But I'm going to cover myself with this one first. So let's put some on my brow bone. But yeah, when my brother was here, I got to finally do all of like the touristy Portland stuff, which I didn't get to do before I moved here because I just moved here. One thing about this highlighter, I don't know if you can tell or not on camera, but I mean, I'm super pale, like I'm number 0 in every foundation, right? But you can still see a white cast, probably because it's just a white highlighter, but I wouldn't recommend if you use this. It also has a little bit of fallout, but I wouldn't recommend using this without blending it more afterwards because you are going to see that. Now, if that's what you're going for, go with it, man, but you're just gonna need to calm it down a little bit. Take it down my nose, a little bit, a little on my lip, a little on my chin. Cool. Now I am going to dip into my Inglot face blush in number 29. That's what this guy looks like. And I'm going to use my Royal & Langnickel large powder brush, which I use for all of my blushes. Just dip in there, and we're gonna kind of blend that highlight in with the bronzer and warm up the skin. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I'm going to spray it mostly on my cheeks, and then I am going to go over top of this highlighter with the Ofra Feeling Myself palette with the Ofra Highlight in Pillow Talk, which we used in our past video. So it should be no surprise to you guys. It's my favorite. Alright. Now I'm going to take the clean end of my beauty blender and I'm just going to pat over that highlight to make sure there is no harsh edges. Alright guys, I am going to do my eyebrows off camera. I will have a video very soon for you guys on how I do my eyebrows, but I will be right back. The only downside of this palette is there is no like matte white cream shade at all for me to prime my eyes with. So I will use some of my translucent powder. We're just going to prime our holes. What else are you gonna do when you're filming? Now we are going to start with our crease with our MAC 217 brush. Anyway, this is the best blending brush in America. So since I know I'm doing rose gold, I'm going to use this color right here. It is the color under Aquarius, this guy, and we are going to start mapping out a crease. That's not my real crease. So I look up and I go around where I want my eye to go. Not in the crease, it will make it look smaller. Go where I want my crease to be, right? So this look is pretty much the only look I ever do. I'm sorry, but I went a little crazy last night and I used some greens because I was really excited that I got my palette, and it was real dark, which is good. However, I just don't think for the next 24 hours I want really dark on. And what if it doesn't hold up great? And then I have like a muddy, half green, half black swamp eye when I see my grandpa. He hasn't seen me in so long. He'll literally see me coming down the escalator at the airport and be like, no, go on. And I'm just not trying to do that to him. So we're gonna go a little more muted today. Smudge the lower line so if my eyes water, you can't tell. Pro tip from Emma. Now that that crease is mapped out, we're going to do the same thing on the other eye off camera. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, I got so much eyeshadow in my eye. So I'm gonna start with my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush in Virgo. And I'm going to start, I need to use a mirror that's closer. But I'm gonna start by packing that on my lid, like the first third of my eye. This is so dirty. Why is everything so dirty in my life? I can't even use this mirror because it's so dirty. All right. Okay, use this massive thing. Can't even get close to my eye. Just gonna pack that on the inner part. Let's just see what happens if I use my pinky. Pretty much the same either way. So we're just gonna do that on the other eye as well. Applying this to my crease, I'm going like with the line that I created that's my fake crease. I don't know if that makes sense at all, but it's all an illusion. My eyes aren't actually as big as they look when I have full makeup on. But it's fine, because I want them to be, so they're gonna be. And then I'm just going to bring Virgo into my tear ducts. Then using the other side of that brush that I didn't use, I am dipping into Pisces and doing the center of my eye. All right, now I zoomed in so you guys can see a little bit better, but I'm just taking that Pisces shade on the center of my lid, and then in order to blend those two shades, I am going to, in a second, just flip back and forth between the two colors on that line and just kind of seamlessly blend them together. So eyes are pretty much done. I think I'm just gonna deepen up my crease a little bit. So I'm gonna grab a clean blending brush. This one's I think it's Scone, S-K-O-N-E. I'm gonna use this deep color right here under Scorpio. And I'm just going to deepen up the outer crease a little bit. Just gonna carry a little bit of that down onto my lower lash line just to kind of connect it, because my eyes water about a ton right here. Like in that outside part, I feel like a lot of people deal with that. But what I've noticed is if I take a shade, whatever shade I'm using in my crease, and I bring it down, then it doesn't completely destroy everything, because it has, you know, some more barriers to go through before it's just naked skin. And I like it. Well, I have to have a blending shade, so I'm going to dip into the Laura Lee Los Angeles Cat's Pajamas palette, and I'm gonna go in with Okie Dokie because it is the best blending shade of my life. I'm going to use a little smudger brush and outline my brow and where I'm going to blend all of this so that it all looks more natural. Cut a line right here, get down below, blend in the lower lash line, and repeat on it. Oh my god, I just erased half my brow. Fine. Hold on. Alright, now that my brow has a line again, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. We're gonna continue and be careful this time to not, you know, erase off our eyebrows with our erase shade. Unless you're blessed and, you know, born with eyebrows and you don't create fake ones like me. Some of us aren't blessed, okay? And then bring that down here as well. Now that we have done that, I'm going to take a little angled shader brush and just tap a little bit into Okie Dokie, and with a super light hand buff around the edges where that erase color meets that darker Scorpio color. Now that side's blended, let's go into the other side. So now that that is completed, I'm just going to take a clean finger and just kind of re-go over those edges, just make sure that everything is good and blended, and not too harsh around the edges. I am going to now apply my Bad Gal Bang mascara, and I will be right. Alright, so my lashes are done. I used the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. I guess this is 2 coats on the ends of my lashes, so I did one like just on the ends, and then the second coat was all the way through, focusing on the ends. So that is what that looks like, and this is a 36-hour wear mascara, so I should be good for this long flight. Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I'm just gonna spray that everywhere. Can you tell we're trying to make our makeup last forever? I'm just gonna dry it off. I use this nice Urban Decay little lipstick sample that is probably a couple of years old now. I don't recommend using the product in this sample any longer, but it works great as a fan. It's a good weight. Thank you so much for staying through this video. If you got it to the very end, you should leave like a little plain emoji. If you leave that, that will be very cool, and then I'll know you actually watched all of it. If you didn't, It doesn't matter. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video and more of a casual get ready with me, things like that, hearing a little bit more about my life, then go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little notification button as well so that you don't miss any of my future Monday uploads. Thank you humans so much for watching again, and I will see you next Monday. Bye!